with legends like Bill Ranford, Jason Strudwick, Kelly Buchberger, Ron Lowe,
Jack Michaels, Louis DeBrusque, and more.
Don't miss out on every hockey fan's dream cruise, the Edmonton Hockey Legends Cruise. It's going to be one hell of a trip.
Price start at just $23.99. Part of the proceeds support the Ben Stelter Foundation and Kids with Cancer.
The Edmonton Hockey Legends Cruise, July 2026. Visit cast.tours/Edmonton or call 1-833-347-7678. Book now and save $500.
This is Sports 1440 and the all-new Fantasy Frenzy with Halley and Douglas.
Presented by Wilhauk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky.
It's 11 o'clock. Good morning. Thank you for tuning in to Fantasy Frenzy here on Sports 1440, brought to you by Wilhauk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky. Online, you guessed it, willhawkbeefjerky.com, only available in Leduc. Connor Halley, Brandon Douglas, Sam Wilness, Josh Fenwick with you here on the AM dial, streaming on, well, iHeart, our website, tune in, Radio Player Canada, or you can watch us, which in another sense is streaming, YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram, and Twitch. We're all over the place. Or if you missed the show, like maybe you got an 11:15 meeting, you're just driving there right now. Oh, I love this show. I'd love to hear the rest of it. Check us out on podcast. Apple, Google, Spotify, all sorts of places where you can consume this. If you're able to, hit that like button. Triple Crown 99, aka Frank, he says that in the chat. Richard says testing. Richard, test that thumbs up button. We appreciate it. Duke, good morning. How are you feeling today? He's silent.
I'm feeling okay. The voice, as evident, is still a little on the mend, but that is the just after effects of the illness that caused me to depart in such hasty fashion on Friday.
You were out.
I was out. I figured I would do nobody any good by remaining around any longer. I didn't think I had very much left to offer after
gave it all.
Really gutting it out for 4 hours, I thought, during the Carrier show. But listen, Donnie, you, Sam, Josh, all did a bang-up job filling in, which was great to see. Much appreciated. And so I just had a weekend of being shut in and doing as I usually do, watching a lot of sports, just without some of the extracurriculars that usually go alongside with them, like going out somewhere to watch a game or meeting up with some friends or playing beer league hockey on a Sunday night. I didn't do any of that. I just dedicated myself strictly to watching the games.
Were you like Lil Wayne, just sipping cough syrup all weekend?
Sipping, buddy. I was guzzling. I took the Connor Halley approach. A bottle of NyQuil, it's gone.
You don't stop till it's gone.
I drank the whole thing. I finished it off with don't do this at home, kids, but double the recommended dosage last night before going to bed. So the two of the little lid, where they say just one each time.
Oh, you're
right?
You're a lid guy.
They give you the little cup.
I just swig it.
Well, that's crazy.
I know.
How do you know how much you're drinking?
You just got to trust your gut when it comes to NyQuil.
I took the double dip last night, and then my last of it was this morning before coming into work.
Dayquil or NyQuil?
It's all the same.
You took Dayquil before coming to work?
I took NyQuil before coming to work.
You should be a little tired right now then.
I don't know.
Balance it with some caffeine.
I haven't had any. But yeah, that and some like cold and sinus medication. Some like, what is it? Acetaminophen, Sudafed, a few other things, all in those little capsules. And so I'm feeling better, even if I don't necessarily sound that much better just yet.
Well, yeah, that's as long as you're feeling good in the brain, the vocal cords, whatever. They'll get there.
I feel crystal clear. I knew I was crystal clear watching my Texans dismantle the Chiefs last night.
Quickly, Stula just says you are sipping on that scissor.
Buddy, I was
say.
scissorping all weekend. I had it on the nightstand. Wake up in the middle of the night. Ooh, I don't feel good. Take a hit.
Let's talk about that game last night. The Sunday Nighter. If you are a fantasy football player,
not the most lucrative game to be in on.
I guess you have like Nico Collins. If PPR is a nice little bonus, 121 yards. Most of those in the first half, 103.
I think he had one. I don't know if he had a reception in the second half.
They looked his way. He still had 8 targets, but didn't get him the ball. Travis Kelce essentially giving the ball to the Texans defense. Kind of looked like Will Dissly in the playoff game last year.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go.
Here you go, buddy.
Take this. We don't need it. Chiefs fall to 6-7. Texans improve to 8-5 in that one. It wasn't really a great game, I would say, for any offensive player outside of Nico Collins' first half.
I thought Woody Marks had an effective game. The final stat line isn't because he rushed the ball, I think, 20 plus times
26.
For only 60 some odd yards.
68.
But he found the end zone, had the reception on it. So I think he had a couple of grabs in the game.
Yeah. 2 catches.
So 2 catches, there's a couple freebie points in PPR. So once again, in PPR fantasy, he only had 12 points. It's nothing crazy to write home about, but it kind of ended up being one of the better performances of the night. Ditto could be said for CJ Stroud, who threw for 1 touchdown, had 200 plus yards in the game, didn't turn the ball over, didn't do much on the ground either. So we're talking 12, 13 points. It's not crazy, but it might have been enough to get you a win in a matchup, especially when you compare it to maybe if you had Patrick Mahomes turn the ball over 3 times.
Yeah.
None of the Chiefs receivers did much of anything. The one long pass to Hollywood Brown. Other than that, it was pretty much spread around. Nobody had much of an impact at all.
Yeah, no, you're totally right. But it was a good football game because we were waiting. The game was close probably right up until the end where Houston kind of ran away with it. It was still just a 10-point
I was
win.
very entertained. I thought it much like the Big Ten championship game. Kevin made a good point, good point of pointing that out. We were talking about it this morning. Not a lot of points on the board. 2 really good defenses going at it. The Big Ten, Indiana, Ohio State game Saturday night, Texans Chiefs last night. I still was entertained. It was kind of like a pitcher's duel almost, or a goaltending battle if we're trying to draw comparisons from other sports.
Yeah, and the college football playoff set. JMU, James Madison.
The Dukes are in.
What? That's crazy. It's good though. It's cool. That's why we extended the playoffs so we could see teams like these that go on good runs and have really good seasons get into the playoff. Indiana obviously going to be a wagon. They were pretty cocky after the game. Mendoza, OH. I think he said F no.
F after he said we're flipping Big Ten champs.
Buckeyes will remember that.
What is
Buckeyes will remember.
Because good friend of the show, I think it was Julian Edlow, or of the station, excuse me. He was tweeting kind of live through the game about how much the Heisman odds were fluctuating, even just over the course of the football game.
Yeah, and
there was a stretch when it was the defensive battle, nothing going on, and Diego Pavia, the Vandy quarterback, he had jumped up to minus 800 favorite. It wasn't close, and then the Hoosiers, they kind of, they start to rally a little bit. They get some more points on the board. Came down to almost even money for both Pavia and Mendoza. And then there was essentially that conversion that won them the game, that long pass, kind of drop in the bucket type throw by Mendoza. Now he leapfrogs into clear cut Heisman Trophy favorites. So once again, heavy negative money in his odds. And then the best part of it was the follow-up, his post-game interview. I saw a couple tweets from a few different media personalities around the world, around the States, except specifically saying, I actually don't want to vote for Mendoza after that interview, the post-game interview for Heisman. The aura, the swagger, not quite there, maybe on par with some guys that have taken home the trophy in the past.
No, I would highly agree with you with that one. It was interesting to say the least, but I mean, you can't knock what he's done this year. 33 touchdowns, only 6 turnovers, completing what I think very important, 71% of his passes for Indiana. First year there after coming over from Cal. So yeah, I think it would probably be his to lose, and I would think, I don't know for sure. We'll see how it goes in the next couple of months here, but probably a team in the top 5 is looking at as their next franchise quarterback, even if some people disagree.
It's crazy how things have changed. And we've talked about this pretty extensively before, how it didn't matter if you were a winning quarterback at the college level. It was all about actually, your ability, your play style. Did it translate to the NFL game? Like Tim Tebow won a Heisman and 2 national championships, and very few people projected him as an NFL quarterback. Like, it was a big surprise when the Broncos drafted him where they did.
You just needed one.
That's all you need. And in some cases, Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant, and he didn't really have either. Like, he did not have a ton of success at the college level, team-wise anyway. And the individual statistics don't knock anybody off a page. They really do when you're playing at Iowa State. But here he is, Mr. Irrelevant. Now he's, $250,000 in his pocket with his extensions. So you only need one team to believe in you, and you can take that opportunity and do with it what you will.
It's interesting. So, I just went to Josh Edwards from CBS Sports, his latest mock, did it earlier today. So Mendoza, number 2 to the Raiders.
Oh my God.
There's the pick. Linebacker, Arvell Reese goes number 1, Ohio State. And you project that these guys are going to play a lot of football games the next couple of weeks here and probably get hyped up a little bit more. How about Carnell Tate, number 3 to the Titans? Cam Ward gets his guy from Ohio State. And then Dante Moore to the Browns. Even after what Shedeur Sanders did yesterday against the Titans.
Yeah.
Can you believe that Shedeur Sanders is whipping it around the field, having obviously
the best game of his very young pro career.
Very young career. And then that play call and the 2-point conversion.
Let's go back to Wildcat.
Was that the Brown special? Stupid.
It was Brown special, all right.
It was awful.
And it was a laughing stock for many different reasons across even their own broadcast and on the social media yesterday. Like, the Browns are wearing those special uniforms. They're dark ones, whatever. They have a name for them. But it's the uniforms are presented by Dude Wipes. You're the Browns. You're terrible. And you're getting a Dude Wipe sponsorship, which, if anybody's not aware, is a toilet paper replacement, the kind of wet wipe version for adults.
Like a baby wipe.
It's a baby wipe for adults. Have some self-awareness, please, God. Who thought that was a good idea?
Just taking the money, man.
Clearly.
As long as the money's green, they don't care. But yeah, it's just scrolling through the mock draft there. We'll dive into it a whole lot more as we get closer. But they have the the Chiefs picking 14th here. I guess that's where they are right now, taking, you guessed it, a tight end. MTR had said Kelsey is beyond cooked. It makes me so happy. Mahomes missing playoffs in his prime, phenomenal. Kelsey's got to be done after this year.
I would think so.
Get married and then do your podcast. He's got a bright future after football. If he wants it.
Yeah, I would say.
He could probably hop on any national broadcast as well.
And I think there'd be broadcast lining up to get him.
Yeah.
With the Brinks truck probably backed up in the process.
Can't wait for the day when we have Rob Gronkowski, Jameis Winston on the same panel. Jameis hopped on Fox Sports panel.
He was all over.
He's just going to give you gold. I think Russ went to another one, maybe ESPN. But yeah, Jameis is going to have a bright future in this business. Grubb says NyQuil with club soda. Very refreshing.
Okay.
I mean, adds a little crispness to it. Of course, over the weekend as well, the Edmonton Oilers get the job done on Saturday night against the Winnipeg Jets, who we all know don't have Connor Hellebuck in the lineup. Probably doing exactly what they're supposed to do. You're seeing the schedule lighten up a little bit for them and things, I think, coming together. Improved play from Evan Bouchard the last month after a horrible start. He had 2 points in the game. Leon Draisaitl, goal and assist. Curtis Lazar, the former Edmonton Oil King, gets one as well. Now the Oilers turn their attention to the Buffalo Sabres, which, 2 weeks ago I would have said, what's the free card on the bingo card
Free
or
space.
whatever, free space. Well, they lost to the Sabres last time these two teams met. But Oilers were not playing good hockey. That was in Buffalo. Tomorrow night's in Edmonton. What did you think of the Oilers' performance on Saturday, if you stayed up to watch it?
Oh, I did. I stayed up. It's a lot of the signs of the better version of hockey they've been playing, I thought, came to the forefront pretty exponentially. And then you factor that with the Jets kind of mired in a rough stretch of their own schedule back-to-back. Going back-to-back with Eric Comrie as the goaltender, I was a little questionable of that decision. And we had Jamie Thomas on the Carey show on Friday, and I asked him, because I kind of just assumed that Eric Comrie would get the hometown start on Saturday. Milic would go Friday night against the Sabres. He said, nope, Comrie's going tonight in Buffalo, so we'll probably see Milic tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And then they come out and start Comrie in the back-to-back. Listen, you stand on this stump pretty prominently, Connor, but why can't goalies play back-to-back? It's really not that tough. All these things, but this is a backup goalie who does not usually play that many games total in a year behind a workhorse like Connor Hellebuck, already playing more than usual in this given stretch.
Yeah.
Going on the back-to-back nights. Not the team is tired in front of them. They looked lost defensively. Offensively, could not really get anything going at all. They obviously score a few goals over the course of the night, but the Oilers dominated it really start to finish, I thought. And it's just couple more building blocks, and hopefully they can keep that momentum rolling through the rest of this homestand, and then a big road trip back out east again.
Yeah, I mean, and for Comrie, I guess the night before, pretty busy game, faced 35 shots against the Sabres. Then you throw them out there against a team that we know when they're on can make your life miserable. Yeah. Do you know what his goals against average was in that game?
In the Oilers game?
If you had to guess.
13.
Close. 12.16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he gave up 4 in the period?
4 and just under 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Not good. And you kind of get the mercy pull on that one. I thought, the Jets came out good. First couple minutes, had their legs, and when it went downhill quickly for them, and the Edmonton Oilers make them pay. Once they scored that goal in the power play, I was like, oh yeah, they're juiced up now. And that was, Comrie had no chance in that one. I think taken out of the play, not by Zach Hyman. His own guys. So, oh well, we'll see what happens. Lots to get to on the show today. 1-833-401-1440. It is Fantasy Frenzy. Halley, Douglas, Fenwick, and Wilness with you. Do want to tell you about Ben's Cup 2025. It's going to happen December 26th to the 30th at the Adrossan Rec Complex. 24 U7 teams, 16 U11 teams, and 16 U13 teams fundraising to compete in a tournament, learning the importance of giving back and making a difference for fighting kids with cancer, or fighting for kids with cancer. 100% of these proceeds are going to go to the Ben Stelter Foundation to bring advanced cancer treatment proton beam therapy to Canada for the first time through the Ben Stelter Center for Proton Therapy and Neuroscience. Registration is full, but you can watch all the action with on-site activities and get in on the big raffles. They've got a holiday lighting package, year-round LED lighting, $7,000 value. Also a Suite 412 at the January 10th game when Corey Perry makes his return to Edmonton. Also, parents can compete too in the Tournament of Hearts curling bonspiel for $400. That goes the 26th to the 28th. Raffle tickets, $5 each. Go to sports1440.ca for all the links and information. We'll take a break. When we come back, more text, 1-833-401-1440. It's Fantasy Frenzy, brought to you by Will Hawk Beef Jerky.
I'm making my list, checking it twice. And guess what? I'm giving Will Hawk Beef Jerky to everyone, naughty and nice. Because honestly, everyone deserves a taste of Alberta's finest, no matter if they've been bad or good. So this holiday season, skip the chocolates and pass on the turkey. Make sure you're Will Hawking around the Christmas tree with Alberta's best beef jerky. Ho, ho, ho!
Call to place your pre-order today at 780-986-2537.
Do you sit around at work listening to sports radio all day? That's right, my friend. There's no shame in it. It's the good life. And we're not here to snitch. Hey, if your company advertised on Sports 1440, you could be the one listening for your company's ad every day. Now you've got an excuse to listen to Sports 1440 all day. It's part of the job. Sounds like someone's getting a promotion. Email Gregor at sports1440.ca and let's get to work for you.
Aloha, Edmonton. It's back. Century Vision Care's 4th annual Maui Christmas event on Friday, December 12th from 9 to 5. Century Vision Care, Edmonton's biggest Maui gym retailer, is bringing the island spirit to your holiday shopping. Enjoy in-house savings on all prescription and non-prescription Maui gyms, plus giveaways, prizes, snacks, and beverages all day. Same-day eye exam appointments are available, and they direct bill most insurance plans, but spots are filling fast. Get ahead on your Christmas list and treat yourself to a new pair of Maui gyms. Visit Century Vision Care on Instagram.
Ring in the new year with a Canadian country legend. December 31st, in concert at the Silent Ice Center in Nisku. Brett Kissel. She drives me crazy. With special guests Haley Benedict and Morgan Clyburn. Bring your friends, your cowboy boots, and your party spirit for a night full of hits, celebration, and unforgettable memories. Hosted by Chris Sheets. The countdown to 2026 starts with Brett Kissel live on stage. Get your tickets now at silenticecenter.com/events.
Diablo Boots sells only Canadian-made work and biker boots made by Canada West. No American or boots made in China, so no tariffs. All of Diablo's boots have replaceable soles and heels for longer life. Sizes 6 to 14 triple E. Buy quality, buy Canadian. And support Canada West and Diablo, the two best names in the boot business. So save on boots by Save On Foods. That's Diablo Boots, 3340 Gateway Boulevard on the east side of Save On Foods. Buy Canadian. They're terrific.
If you're selling a vehicle, Sherwood Honda really wants to get your goat. We mean greatest offer of all time. Consign with Sherwood Honda, and they can sell your vehicle for you. All breeds, makes, and models, not just Hondas. You can let Sherwood Honda lock horns with those tough negotiators, and you'll reach the interested buyers that flock to Sherwood Honda every day. Sherwood Honda's the GOAT of selling vehicles, including yours. So someone Sherwood... Sherwood.
'Who should start? Who needs to hit the bench? Find out with Fantasy Frenzy with Halley and Douglas. This is Sports 1440.
Presented by Will Hawk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky.
$11:21. Welcome back to Fantasy Frenzy here on Sports 1440, YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram, and Twitch. Listening on the AM dial, or you're streaming on iHeartRadio. Tune in. I always want to say LinkedIn. That would make no sense. I don't think we have that capability yet.
Can you stream on LinkedIn?
I mean, we'll probably get there. LinkedIn is something I was very unfamiliar with, and I dove in. And people post a lot of stuff there, actually. I had to turn off the notifications because it's like, I don't care about this
You
stuff.
do LinkedIn doom scrolling?
Well,
like you do on, or like, well, I won't speak for you, but like many of us often do on things like Instagram or TikTok if you're in that world.
Well, but they call it doom scrolling, but like mine's just fun.
Yeah, but it's because you just sit there and you don't move for like an hour straight, and then you look at me like, holy crap, have I been doing this that long? Because it's just one 30-second video after the next that makes you smile, makes you laugh. Maybe if you're into other things, makes you do other things. I don't know. But like you, mine are all pretty on the lighter side. My algorithm has clicked on to just a lot of music stuff, specifically country music, which has been good. I enjoy that. But
you ever see the, it's like just speaking of music, it's like an account and they do stuff with drummers, and then they'll have like a famous drummer drum to a song that he's never heard before. And it's like, holy cow, it sounds great. These drummers just have an ear for it.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, this is how it should sound.
Yeah.
And it'll be a little different than the band does it, but it's cool. If you ever scroll it, like find it, it's a good follow.
Oh yeah, I would enjoy that. I would enjoy that a lot.
I'll look for you. 1-833-401-1440 Fantasy Frenzy brought to you by Will Hawk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky. Online at willhawkbeefjerky.com. We talked a little bit about college football. Did you guys talk Notre Dame at all?
I brought it up a little bit with the guys this morning. It was more so about the nature of the system and how, everyone thought expanding to 12 teams would fix all of the discussion, because we go back a couple of years when FSU got left out because their quarterback got hurt even though they were undefeated. And they're like, oh, go to 12 teams, this will solve all our problems. Well, no, it just creates new problems is all it does. And the argument around Notre Dame, no, we did not get into super specifically.
They look like such cowards after not getting into the playoff and then saying, you know what, we're going to skip bowl season. Like, imagine, I know this is probably a discussion in the room, but imagine being like a 5th-year senior that you're done with football. Like, you're not going to get another chance to play. You're ready for that, and you're like, but at least I have my one more bowl game, even if it is the Pop-Tart Bowl. And
especially considering you're not in a conference, you do not get to play, even try to play the conference championship game.
Yeah, like you think you're going to play one more game and that's it. And then all of a sudden you find out, actually, we're not even going to play that game. We're just not going to do it. We're not interested in it. Like, such a BS move from that program. And like, you could have joined a conference for so long. I'm sure so many would have taken them, right? I think it's just like, and even if you're a fan, like, give us one more game. I want to watch one more Notre Dame football game this year. And they just like, no, we're not doing it. That's weak.
I almost think that the Notre Dame diehards, they're probably happy with it because it's like, F you screwed us in their eyes. Why do we have to cater to your system, play your bowl game? Because the name, the school, the program still carries a ton of cachet.
Yeah.
Like for a bowl game they be playing, and especially as one that they would have got a pretty legitimate opponent, right? And instead they just say, yeah, no thanks. We don't need this. You need this more than we do.
What if like you're a fringe NFL guy? Like maybe one more game you get an opportunity to play. I don't like, it's probably very rare that that's the case because they'll go to the combine and play in the Senior Bowl and you'll get your opportunity that way. But I just think it's so lame. Like if I was the committee, I'm like, okay, well, cool. You're banned for 2 years then. If you're just going to take your ball and go home and be losers, here's your reward. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Now you're banned from bowls for the next 2 years. Go ahead, beat your cupcake schedule next year. Crush them. Have fun. We don't care. It's such a loser mentality from the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Like, it's so pathetic.
Yeah, I don't like the move, but I also didn't like them not being in the playoff.
Yeah. I'm with you. Like, they should be in there probably. But don't just cry about it. Longhorns didn't get in, right? What'd they do? We'll play our next game. Let's go do it.
Maybe that's who they would have played.
Yeah, mate. Like
Irish Longhorns.
Why not? Could have been a good game. Triple C says they ain't crying about it. They're doing something about it. What are they doing? They look like losers.
They're quitting. They're literally quitting their season.
Like, I want that meme. Like, okay, cool. See ya. I'm still gonna watch every other ball game and not worry about you guys not being there. We're still gonna get great entertainment. I don't know. If you're a Notre Dame fan, you'd probably disagree. And like, well, we're fighting the system. Well, join a conference, play some tougher games.
Do you think they will?
I don't think this helps it. I feel like they're just going to go the other way and like what Triple C's truck is doing. We're doing our own thing.
Dig in deeper and be like, we're not going to cater. I think they have to. Like if they were in a conference and they were played a conference championship game, maybe it's the ACC, and they win, they'd be in the playoff.
Yeah. There's another quality opponent you'd beat.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, they do this. They get their own TV deal, right? They make money being an independent, but we'll have to see what Declan thinks. Maybe Declan's not on board with it. Beerman says 7 points for Drysdale. He'll get to 1,000. Counting the games, can't see him doing it at home. I think Montreal or Pittsburgh.
What if he puts up 3 tonight? Or tonight? Like, let's say he puts up 3 against Buffalo. It's not crazy to say the way they've been playing. And he got Detroit. He would need 4, or to not have 4 over the course of the next 5 games. I think I'm probably there with you, Beer Man. The logistics don't really add up here.
I'm with you. It'll be tough. Now, just going back in Leon Draisaitl's history in the NHL, he's had 1 6-point game against the Ottawa Senators in 2021.
Shocker.
5-point games. He's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 against, guess who?
The Senators?
No.
Sabres?
Well, actually, once against them.
Sabres?
No. A team he loves to beat up on.
The Kraken?
No.
The Ducks?
No. Nashville.
Oh, okay.
3 5-point games against Nashville. 1 against Colorado and the other one was Ottawa, like you did say. So he has it in him, but I think you're probably right. Husk says, CH, Drumeo is the drum videos. Check out the Chad Smith one. Excellent. There you go, Duke. Drumeo.
I heard a story. This is just a big tangent. When they recorded Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, it was not a song that he had planned on recording for this record or whatever. And he came in there with like his studio band to record the album. They had like some extra like half a day. Like, hey, why don't you record that song you've been working? He's like, oh, I don't really have it finished yet. Band doesn't know it. So same thing. Because there's no drums in it until like a minute and a half in. And the drummer's like, what do you want me to do? He's like, just come in when I kind of signal to you. And apparently the version of the song that is like played, like charted, all this stuff that we know, it was the very first recording. Like they tried it several more times over. None of them were as good as the very first, when it was the first time it had ever been played by the band. That's just a story. That's just a story I've heard and read about the Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald by the legendary Gordon Lightfoot.
Have you read the story of that?
The song or the actual Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald?
The actual wreck?
Yeah.
Because that's the one that was the closest to the Titanic.
In what way?
When it went down?
Like in physical space?
In like distance.
That can't be true.
Like it could have got there.
It was in the Great Lakes.
Okay, what's the other one? Okay, we're thinking of different ones then. How many songs are there about great ships? It's sunk now, right? The one in the Great Lakes?
The Edmund Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what the song's about?
That's right.
Yeah.
What is this conversation we're having? Have you never heard the song Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald?
I've heard it, and I'm getting things confused.
Clearly.
There's another ship that was really close to close enough to the Titanic, and it could have got there, but they didn't. I don't know if they didn't hear it, and then they were like, got in trouble for it.
And then they also crashed?
I think eventually they went under.
Oh my God.
Eventually. Most ships eventually do go down, I think. Anywho. Tonight, Monday Night Football, Duke. What are you thinking? Chargers, Eagles. I will say this. I'm a biased Chargers fan. Triple C in a truck. Biased Eagles fan. So we'll probably disagree on this one. Or we might agree. I think the Eagles, when they're on, very elite football team. The Chargers defense at times has been bullied by opposing offensive lines. I want to say the Eagles win, but I have a glimmer of hope because I thought the Eagles would beat the Bears. I thought they'd beat the Cowboys. There's been games where I thought they'd win, with relative ease and haven't. So and without Jordan Davis, I'm wondering Omari and Hampton's presence back in the lineup. They kind of found
Jalen Carter.
Sorry, what did I say?
Jordan Davis.
He's going to be in the lineup.
I think he's playing.
He's a big boy. Jalen Carter. Sorry, maybe the game will be a little closer than I'd hoped.
I'm on the Bolts here.
Well, you're on the Bolts.
I am. Yeah, I think it'll be a close game, but I think the Chargers, they look around and see, hey, we pretty much have to win this game to keep pace here in the playoff race. That seems like a spot for Jim Harbaugh to really batten down the hatches, and the return of Hampton to shore up what's been still a pretty good run game with Vidal taking over. No Jalen Carter. I like the Chargers' ability to put points on him.
We'll have to see how Herbert's hand is.
And after the Bears ran all over them on Black Friday, each guy had 125 yards.
Yeah. I mean, there's going to be a commitment to stop the run, I would assume, if you're the Philadelphia Eagles. Tougher without Jalen Carter, though.
I would think so.
Guy's a beast out there. Justin Herbert, if you have him in fantasy, I don't know what to tell you. I
couldn't risk
him.
I couldn't risk it. I benched him in favor of Caleb Williams in my Dynasty League, and then my second, my 2 QP league, I played Stroud and Williams over him. None of those outputs were particularly high, but they didn't sink me. I'm gonna win both matchups. I still have one opponent. I'm up by 30 some odd points, and I'm going up against Ladd McConkey. Could he do it? Sure.
I benched Herbert for Baker Mayfield. Didn't go very well.
No.
I have Ladd McConkey. My opponent has Quentin Johnston and Cameron Dicker. I have a 9-point lead. So that one's going to come right down to the wire. Another league, I think I'm pretty much set because I have Herbert and Keenan Allen, and he's got Elliott, and I'm up by 15. And then Fantasy Frenzy, congrats to MTR. had an amazing week, and we had an absolutely awful week. Unless Justin Herbert goes off for 100 points tonight.
Oh, right.
We have a chance.
Wait, 100 points?
We need like 100 points, yeah.
That's crazy.
MTR is on pace for 148, which in our league is really good. And CB Radio is on pace for 72. Nice. Justin Jefferson, 2 points.
Bust.
Cleveland's defense against Tennessee.
Lit him up.
2 points. Mistakes were made. Could have had Houston's defense in there. Could have had Jordan Love at quarterback, but 20 points wouldn't have been enough. We need a 100-point performance from Justin Herbert tonight. Text line 1-833-401-1440. Titanic, Atlantic Ocean, Edmund Fitzgerald, Lake Superior. From
That's why I was shocked by your line of thinking there.
Well, I mean, I wasn't thinking. I was emailing people, and I thought I had something there. Now I got to find the name of that.
Well, people text in, they think it's the SS California is what you're thinking of.
Jake and the Lit House in St. Albert. That would be it, maybe. But I'm not going to comment any further because I don't know. Then it's just, spreading misinformation. But that could be it. You boys are mixing up sea stories like Low Tide mixes up metaphors. Does he do that? Like Ricky from Trailer Park Boys?
Rickyisms.
Hilarious. It was claimed to be close enough to have seen their flares, but ignored them from Bryce.
Whoops.
I'm telling you, man. Maybe in my mind, I just wanted to expose them for what they did.
Also,
and you opened it up talking about ships, and I was like, those guys could have saved
They
their
could have
lives.
did it. Shout out Bryce for trying to sewer me on Friday when I left, saying I had a chance for a flu game.
Yeah.
And and then he tried to also tell me that you guys were dogging me, and he's like, the text line's really getting after you. So I went back and listened to the show, and I was like, no, it was just your text. And then they said, well, you already worked 4 hours today, and then you moved on, and that was it. So Bryce has this like habitual need to stretch the truth, and now it's actually gone to it's like evolved beyond that. Now he just straight up lies.
Well, Donovan talked about how he doesn't like scary movies, and people just cooked him for it. So
shocking. That's maybe the least shocking thing I'll hear.
I just don't like them.
But because you're scared of them, Donovan?
But I don't know if he said that. I think he doesn't enjoy them. People chimed in and said they were with him.
I don't really get the appeal of them. But like, it's not, if I like, there's people that love the horror genre or whatever, scary movies. So like, if a new Scream's coming out, I have to go see this in theaters. Not really my thing, but that doesn't really exist for any movies for me.
No. Every time we walk past the theater, you're like, I should go see
that.
I
was like, I'd go see that. And then I never do until earlier this year when I went and saw Nuremberg.
Yeah.
That's the first movie I've seen in theaters since Oppenheimer.
I actually have a coworker here named Brad, and he went and bought popcorn last week.
I've done it.
Yeah, I was like, that's smart.
Occasionally on a Friday, if I'm like just jonesing for it, I'll just go up, head up the escalator, buy a bag, come down, go home. It's nice.
I mean, a
little treat.
If you like popcorn, I don't think there's any better than movie theater popcorn. We'll take another break. When we come back, more text. We'll see in a truck. We'll get to you. We got B here as well, and a few more. 1-833-401-1440. It's Fantasy Frenzy, brought to you by Will Hawk Beef Jerky.
I'm Colin Livingston, president of Cantork, proudly delivering world-class hydraulic torque wrenches in Canada since 2016. I'm thrilled to announce our in-house production of tool components and accessories for faster turnarounds and enhanced versatility. The future is here at Cantork.com.
Looking for the perfect gift? Give the gift of great taste with a Loca Quality Market gift card. Redeemable at any Loca Quality Market or Loca operated restaurant. It's a treat for food lovers. Ready anytime. Grab yours today at loca.ca.
Hi, Mike here from Northgate Chevrolet Buick GMC. It's not lost on me that this radio ad competes with a lot of other dealerships on the air. So what sets us apart? Honesty. At Northgate, we believe in giving you the very best price we can with the most value possible. We aren't giving away free trips or paying off your credit cards, but it is my promise you will get exactly what you paid for every time. Stop in and see us today, 13215 97th Street, or visit us online at northgategm.com.
As 2025 comes to a close, GS Construction would like to take the time and thank our crews, our partners, and our communities for another successful year of teamwork and growth. Together, we've helped keep Edmonton and the surrounding area moving by building and maintaining the underground infrastructure that keeps everything running smoothly. It's been another year of dedication, pride, and hard work the team has put in to make it all possible. To learn more about our people and our projects, visit gsconstruction.ca.
This is Andrew Walker, host of the postgame show on Sports 1440. After every hockey game this season, tune in and chime in as we talk about the game. It's all sponsored by Legacy Heating and Cooling. Don't get left in the cold. Visit legacyheating.ca.
Hey everybody, it's Gene Principe and Jason Stredler. Join us on a 7-night cruise through the Mexican Riviera, leaving from Los Angeles and including Cabo, Mazatlan, Puerto Vallarta, and more. While we relax and cruise the tropical waters and have some drinks with umbrellas in them, you could attend an intimate meet and greet with legends like Bill Ranford, Jason Strudwick, Kelly Buchberger, Ron Lowe, Jack Michaels, Louis DeBrusque, and more. Don't miss out on every hockey fan's dream cruise, the Edmonton Hockey Legends Cruise. It's going to be one hell of a trip. Price start at just $23.99. Part of the proceeds support the Ben Stelter Foundation and Kids with Cancer.
The Edmonton Hockey Legends Cruise, July 2026. Visit cast.tours/Edmonton or call 1-833-347-7678. Book now and save $500 per cabin when you mention promo code Stingray Radio. That's cast.tours/Edmonton.
Ritchie Brothers Auctioneers presents a massive 3-day unreserved heavy equipment auction at their Nisku site, December 10th to 12th, 8 a.m. Live, on-site, and online. On offer, core construction heavy equipment, trucks, trailers, nearly every industry covered. Register to bid online. It's free. Priority bids and on-site view days and timed auction on now. Demand for equipment is strong. Contact your local territory manager to consign. More at rbauction.com.
Born from work, built for play. Carhartt's all-new Super Ducks tech jackets are built for hard-working people who can't sacrifice mobility for durability. This ultra-tough gear fights off wind, snow, and cold, while full-swing technology flexes with every move and still packs 3M insulation for maximum warmth. Try your new Carhartt Super Ducks at JobSite Workwear. 3 locations in Edmonton and online at jobsiteworkwear.ca.
JobSite Workwear, tough gear for tough jobs.
Get the inside scoop for your team on Fantasy Frenzy with Halley and Douglas on Sports 1440.
Presented by Wilhauk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky.
It's 11:41. Welcome back to Fantasy Frenzy here on Sports 1440. Connor Halley, Brandon Douglas, Sam Wilness, Josh Fenwick with you here in the Sports 1440 studios in West Edmonton Mall. Should let you know, coming up next on Sports 1440, it will be the Lowdown with Low Tide, brought to you by Wolf GMC Buick. What's on the show today? Jason Greger, Rachel Krychek. Declan did put out a tweet, and I saw that it did have the Irish mentioned. Also, that KC might be cooked. Plus, Mama MMA
might be.
They still have a chance to get
dead.
in. Are they?
No, I think it's 16%.
There's a gleam, man.
But if the Chargers win tonight, does that go down even further? I think it would have to, wouldn't
Probably. Come on, Eagles. Just let us win.
Come on, Eagles. Be cool about it. You're going to make the playoffs anyway.
Exactly. On the Gregor Show, Sean Brown will be by, our weekly co-host. Kevin Woodley as well. We got Cam Tate's 2-minute warning spec, and we're filling that one up as we speak. Also, should let you know that today the month of giving rolls on. Day 6. We raised a ton of money last week for the holiday hamper. Today, though, we've got a A1 furnace, high efficiency. All proceeds going to go to Operation Friendship Senior Society, helping the seniors in need this holiday season. Air Ease 2-stage variable speed, 97% efficient furnace. You get the ecobee thermostat, all materials, equipment, labor, and permits, 12-year factory-backed parts and labor warranty and lifetime heat exchange warranty, plus removal and disposal of your old furnace, which I don't have to tell you is very beneficial. Between 2 and 6 today on the Jason Gregor Show, you can get your text in 1-833-401-1440. This segment for elksnation.ca, 2 weekly podcasts with Eddie Steele and Declan Kruger, breaking down the green and golds. The most in-depth double E football coverage you'll find out there. Also, read the articles. elksnation.ca. Triple C in a truck says, I've got Hurts and I'm going against A.J. Brown, down by 1.06. Triple C in a truck, I think you'll safely win that one. If I had to guess. I mean, unless Saquon takes the ball and throws it to A.J. Brown, it's all going to come from him. And, I mean, he's going to get some rushing yards for sure. So, yeah, I like your odds, I think, in this one. The SS Californian was the closest, but it didn't act upon the Titanic's distress flares for some reason. The Carpathia was farther away, but did rescue some of the survivors. Okay, well, there you go. We got some fanatics out there. I don't know why my mind went there, Duke.
Well, like,
it's Monday.
It triggered where you're like, ooh, I have something to contribute to this without thinking about if it was accurate or not.
But you know what? We found out we've got some historians, Jake, Bryce, and B as well. We got some people that out there that, marine, maritime, yeah.
Maritime disasters. Because that's there was an episode of Seinfeld where George is trying to get a new apartment, but then he gets bumped for someone that was a survivor of a well-known maritime wreck. I can't remember the name of it. The name of the episode, actually. And then George learns that only like a few people died. He's like, what? That barely even counts. Why is that? Anyways, and then and we learned Kramer wrote a book called Maritime Disasters or something.
Is it Andrea or Andrea?
Yeah, the Andrea Dora.
I haven't seen that episode.
It's funny.
I mean, I probably have.
And the song Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald is referenced in it because Elaine thinks that that's the singer is Edmund Fitzgerald. And Jerry's like, no, Gordon Lightfoot is the singer. She's like, oh, I love Edmund Fitzgerald's voice. What? No, that's not the singer.
Try to watch that one. I'm behind on my Seinfeld, I guess I'd have to say.
Yeah, you're only 3 decades late.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've seen some of the episodes. Bookman might be one of the funniest ones.
Library Cop. That's an early one.
Yeah, I want to use that like next time I go to someone's house. They don't have coffee.
You don't have coffee? You don't have coffee? They're freeze dried. Yeah. Cover, you don't think about it.
Exactly. 1-833-401-1440. Just some news and notes. Logan Cooley's going to be out indefinitely with a lower body injury for the Utah Mammoth.
That's bad.
That's not good for sure. And then just a report out there. The Canucks apparently upped the asking price on Kiefer Sherwood. Let's just say you believe you're a contender, Duke, in the Eastern Conference, just so there's no hesitation from the Canucks. Like, oh, we want to jack it up a little bit more. What do you think the asking price should be for Sherwood? Like, he brings a lot of things people want.
It's a rental, right? So assuming the deal doesn't come with an extension or something like that, I would kind of think like a second round pick. Is that crazy for a middle six guy that can contribute in a bunch of different ways? Like, could I see a team giving up a first round pick? I could see it. I think that's a crass overpay, but he's a unique player. He can score 15 goals. He can lead the league in hits. He can kill penalties. He can probably go out on a second unit power play and play a net front or net side presence. Like, I don't know. It's and he's fast. It's physical. He's not the biggest guy, but he plays with tenacity. So it's an intriguing package as of right now, he's probably like the number one trade target if we're starting the board leading into the deadline, which is early March again this year. I think he's probably at the top of the list.
Could win the Cy Young this year. 12-4. 12 goals, 4 assists.
Nice.
Last year, last year, like a 40-point player, 19 goals. You'd love to insert that into your lineup. And last year, the Canucks, weren't always the most competitive team. So it's interesting to see what it might cost them if a team is willing to do it. And for him, 30 years old, like, would he maybe want to test free agency? Like, we know, obviously, for the Oilers, Trent Frederick signed that deal, 8 years. Why leave? Probably wasn't going to get that from too many other spots. But if you're Sherwood, maybe, it is a true rental, like where I'm not going to resign. I'll come here and give it a go. We also had John Heyman from the New York Post reporting the Jays among teams interested in Marte.
Ketel Marte, which would...
That's a crowded infield.
To me, like, that's a contingency plan if you can't re-sign Bo Bichette. But also, if the Bichette thing is continuing to be prolonged and they're surveying the market and seeing what's out there, and the opportunity to get Marte exists right now before someone else does, that puts management in a tough spot. Like, it kind of means they have to go to Bichette with an ultimatum and say, here's our best offer. We want to keep you at this number. This is it. If not, we're pulling the trigger on this other deal. Now, that's a purely hypothetical situation. If it comes to that stage of a process on both sides, the trade and the free agency, but I'm still in the camp. I'd rather just keep what you have.
Yeah.
As a bat, as the infielder, does he a second baseman? Does he continue playing shortstop? You've got options because of the versatility of other guys on your team. Clement, Bichette, Barger, Jimenez. You've got options, but you need to make some decisions at a certain point.
Here's one for you. This comes in from Lance. Fun hypothetical for you two. Vancouver said they're willing to trade, but only for NHL players. Would you trade Bouchard and his contract for Quinn Hughes? Unknown if he would sign or re-sign in Edmonton.
No. Because I don't think he would resign here.
Do you think he's like locked going to New Jersey?
I think it will happen one way or the other.
Yeah.
I think, could he get traded somewhere else as a rental? Maybe like a 2-year rental if it happens this year. And then he eventually does walk to Jersey. Like, everything in Jersey's lining up there. I kind of started to throw around the idea, like, if Jersey were to acquire him via trade, like, what does the package look like?
Yeah.
And I think it probably begins with Simone Nemec, right? Former top 5 pick, defenseman, kind of starting to blossom offensively a little bit this year. Has some more output. Draft picks would need to be on top of that too. Like,
I don't know if I would though if I was Jersey. Like, if you're confident this is going to happen, would you just say like
wait it out?
Just wait it out. Keep the cupboards full.
It's a good point because, like, that you have that the drive. Like, he wants to come here because his brothers are playing here.
Yeah.
If it comes to a bidding process, like, how much does another team have to outbid us by to take over that advantage we have?
Yeah.
It would be a lot.
Exactly. So maybe the Devils need to make sure they're in a spot where financially they can pay him.
But that's the other thing too. Like, there's an also like, all right, let's just move out these assets anyway because we need to clear the money regardless.
Yeah.
Like, we're not going to be able to keep Simone Nemec anyway. Trade him to the Canucks so they can keep him instead of him going and signing in for the Rangers.
Yeah.
Up the road, right?
Exactly. It'll be something. Would you? I don't have any brothers. Would you want to play with your brothers? You don't have brothers. Would you want to go play with yours?
I've got my brethren.
I guess you got brothers-in-law.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And he's not a legal brother-in-law, but he's well ingrained in the family picture at this point. We played senior hockey against each other in the same league. Got physical.
Yeah. You weren't like, I want to go play with him.
No, we played for Stettler. Why would I want to go play for those dirtbags?
I guess you might
But
want to
that's
play
a little
with
bit
your
different
brothers.
because this, like, our senior hockey league is regional. Like, you have to live
Yeah.
in that area to play for that team. Whereas, like, Stettler, since joining the league, they have had a huge amount of overflow of players like wanting to play for them. Stettler's a big place compared to Delburn, Irma, and other communities. We tried really hard to convince him to come and play for Delburn. We're like, you could make it happen. The league would, like, Stettler would throw up an arm about it, but you're like, you guys have too many players anyway. And you're health bombing him a couple games a year, whatever, right? Like, circumstances matter. But he was like, no, I'm going to play for the Imperials.
I'm just curious. Like, Greater Man Jay says, I don't know why anybody would want to play with their brothers. Lessens the chance of getting a cup in the family. I mean,
or does it increase the chance because, you're three really good players now all on the same team?
who has you go back in history? Okay, we've heard Nick and Joey Bosa. I thought Joey Bosa was going to the Niners this offseason. Goes to Buffalo. The Stalls, Jordan Stahl joined.
They all played on
Eric
Carolina
Stahl.
for a brief stretch.
All of them did? Even Mark?
Well, sorry. Mark was still on the Rangers.
Because he played
but
Rangers the whole
Jared, I think, was in his very brief time as an NHLer.
There's Jared?
Yeah, the youngest.
I did not know this one. Jared Stahl.
He does not have very much.
Sure, Jared Stahl is not.
Yeah, wait a minute. No, I'm quite. I know there's a Jared Stahl, but I'm pretty sure he got in at least one game.
Okay.
The easiest example is the Niedermeyers. Scott signed.
Yeah.
Scott left Jersey as a free agent, went to Anaheim. It was like Anaheim could be a competitive team. Their new ownership, all this stuff. But he was like, I'm going to play with my brother.
Yeah.
And they end up winning a cup the next year.
Older.
Oh, he already
end of the career.
He already had 3 Stanley Cups on his resume.
Yeah.
Norris Trophy, right? At that stage, he still had some really good years of hockey left in him, obviously, but he also had already accomplished everything there was to accomplish in the game.
And I guess I suppose, if you were at that age, probably families, so maybe you want your kids hanging out, cousins, and all that sort of thing. Steve said Jordan Stahl.
Yeah, 2 games. Carolina Hurricanes, Jared Stahl.
So Eric, Jordan, and Jared
were all on that team, and they were playing against the Rangers. They put all 4 were in the starting.
And
lineup.
Mark was like, I ain't leaving New
Mark
York.
was like, man, I love Broadway, baby. I ain't leaving.
Guys, I can get sushi at 2 a.m. I'm not leaving.
Yeah, do you think you can get that in Raleigh? Yeah, right.
Not happening. Well, we'll take a break for 23 hours. Up next, it is the Lowdown Flow Tide. Declan Kruger will be along, and then at 2 o'clock, the Jason Greger Show. Month of Giving rolls on 2 to 6. Keep it locked here on Sports 1440 for the Duke. For Josh, for Sam, I'm Connor Halley. We'll chat again tomorrow. Let's get to a Sports 1440 update with Sam Willis, brought to you by Wilhock Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky, online at wilhockbeefjerky.com, only available in Leduc.
This is a Sports 1440 update.
Five games in the NHL tonight with the Lightning and Maple Leafs getting things started. Kings heading to Utah to take on the Mammoth. Sabres take on the Flames in Calgary. Canucks host the Red Wings, and the Wild and Kraken in the nightcap. With some injury news out of the Mammoth organization, with Logan Cooley being out indefinitely with a lower body injury. Week 14 in the NFL wrapping up tonight as the Eagles head down to LA to take on the Chargers. Kickoff at 6:15. And in the association, only 3 games tonight as the Kings take on the Pacers. Suns head to Minnesota to square off with the Timberwolves, and the Spurs go head-to-head with the Pelicans to wrap up the night. Coming up at the top of the hour, it's the Lowdown with Low Tide here on Sports 1440. This has been your Sports 1440 update with Sam